Thank you. Apologies from several of the members that you're seeing. Some of them are actually not even aware because, you know, Monday is when most members are coming back. So you probably will see a few more names that are coming up. There are members who are actually on their way coming here. They might arrive when we are finished. But I just want to indicate that we strongly condemn not just the killing of this young man Ojwang, but also the growing intolerance to alternative views. If you do not want or cannot tolerate what somebody is saying about you, you have a block button. Just block. It's that simple. Why would you want to kill somebody because they have a different views from yours? And I think one of the things I'm sure you will probably be asking, so let me just tell you, because I've seen when I condemned this, everybody was asking me in social media, but you are collaborating in the broad-based government. You've seen clearly in our MOU, there is no collaboration about intolerance. There is no collaboration about limiting human rights. And that is not the nature of character of our party. And we cannot compromise on our values as a party. And therefore, and we have spoken with the president on this issue, the president himself has said that he will bring to order the people that are in the government that are rogue. And we want to therefore tell the president, please strike your whip on people who are violating rights, because there are certain things that are non-negotiable. And one of them is a violation of human rights. You cannot kill people and expect that life goes on as normal. No, it's not possible. It will not happen. It won't happen, not on our watch. You will not kill young people and let us expect us to be quiet. I know, and I can speak authoritatively because the president has told me in person that he does not stand this. If he does not, then let him crack the whip on the people who are doing this. If he doesn't tolerate this, let him crack the whip. We cannot bury people. And you know the saddest thing is when you bury a young person, the person you are punishing is not the young person. You are punishing that old Mzee who was crying over his only child. What did that Mzee do to you? We cannot have this. We have buried too many young people to bury one more young person. It's not going to happen, no. You're to make a Thank you.
Okay.
And
maybe.
Yeah. Just a question. I wanted to know, you're saying you should crack the whip. Is there a timeline you expect the actions to be seen? And then the second question, some of your members, specifically which is the largest secret, these young men are rogue and all that. I don't know in terms of the social media contact. I don't know your views about it.
She said today about this death.
She has been saying.
Let me talk about this death for today. I think let's not mix issues. And the reason why I want to tell you that is because we must also be sensitive when somebody has lost a loved one. Let's not mix issues. The family of Albert is mourning. They have lost their son. Let us be human. Let us empathize. I know what it feels. The whole of yesterday, I was actually I would have been outraged as much even from yesterday. I was in hospital with a family member who was on life support, and we were surrounded seeing this person die of natural causes. And I could see what the family is going through. He passed on today. Now imagine your son who is not dying because of natural causes. And you wake up in the morning and you are told that your son has died. Why? Because some idiot cannot stand an alternative view. For me, it's not even about the fact that he has died. Who gave the order for that young man to be brought to be arrested? For what? If you can't stand somebody, block. Who doesn't know the block button? You have to be all over listening to everyone and anyone at every time. I mean, this nonsense must stop. Kenya has come too far. These are things that are done in other countries that we have been condemning. It's up around us. Cannot happen in Kenya. We will not allow it. Not in Kenya. No.
Any other question?
Mheshimiwa, Wakenya wanauliza kwa social media kuanzia jana. Haipo ambao wanafaa kuchunguza wahusika ambao walihusika na kifo cha Albert. Wanaketi meza moja na wale ambao wanafaa kuchunguza kwa maafisa wa polisi. Haki itapatikana kwa familia huyu mzee Hassan. That's the question.
You see, that is exactly what we are saying. The institutions that are charged with this must take responsibility. I think IPOA must be clear right now that they have a job in their hands that they must do. If the institutions cannot protect the people, then you start to question the value of those institutions being there. If, as you are saying, they really, as the structure is, they're really not expected to be sitting at the same table. It's independent police oversight. It cannot be sitting together with the police service. So this is their job, and we really expect that they'll be active with this, they'll take part. The investigative arm probably will say it's part of the service. But even, let me tell you of one, she's a lawyer and she'll tell with you. Even officers cannot take actions on orders if the orders themselves are illegal. Nobody expected to take illegal orders. So while we are looking for the person who gave the instruction, the office, the people themselves handled it. Responsibility to handle people being transported. And what should cause death, other than violent interaction between the victim and the people who are handling them? And the police must know, not only in this case, the moment they have arrested somebody, handcuffed him, or put him in their car, from that moment on, that person is their responsibility. The welfare of that person is their role. The well-being of that person is their responsibility. Whatever happens to that person, they are answerable. Even if they say the person hit himself in the cell or did something to himself, they still hold responsibility while that person is in custody, whatever custody they are putting in. So there is no escape around this. We expect actions, and on this particular, young people are by their nature inquisitive and open to express themselves. A country which does not allow young people to express themselves and to inquire is a dead country. If we say that any young person expressing a different opinion, inquiring on an issue, must be dealt with like that, we have no future for the country. So on this one, we expect serious action, legal, administrative, and it should also be fast and not delayed.
We actually expect the swiftness that we saw when Honorable Ngondowere died. If the police are minded to take action, they will. They will know who of them actually caused the death of this young man. So we need that sort of urgency in dealing with this matter. Not only this, and I'm not saying this because I know Kenyans are very nice at being ethnic. Last week I condemned the arrest of this young lady for her views. We cannot be arresting young people. If I showed you even today what I've seen people writing in my page, there are words I can't even repeat. If you are disrespectful, what do? I block you. That's why, otherwise, why would these guys create the block button? If I think you are disrespectful, block. I will never see what you write again. It's as simple as that. But you can't be trying to go around following people in social media. You should hear the things people tell some of us. But we are here, it doesn't stop us being who we are. If we listen to what people told us, I'm here serving my 4th term being told weird and strange things, and I'm still here. What people tell you cannot take away anything from you. And that is why the government must crack the whip on these people who think they can be following young people and arresting people aimlessly because of their views.
And if there's libel and slander, then there's the law
Sue.
that takes care of that. So sue the person.
You've seen some officers who have been indicted, and at the same time, President William Ruto and Raila Odinga came together. The greatest argument was on rights of human beings and freedom of these young people. Do you think they are being respected in the said argument? And if they are not respected, why is it that ODM cannot hold fire?
I have again told you before, let us focus on this young man and his death now. And the fact that we are here Please. Sometimes make your own interpretation. Can we also give you food you eat for you? Go and interpret for yourself. We don't have to tell you everything, my dear.
Can you please answer this? What
Yes.
comes to your mind when police officers tell you that this person has said that Albert was in a cell alone? Was he that special that they had to create a room for him alone?
You know, very recently, I mean not recently, I think 2 days ago, yesterday I was out of social media. Actually, that's why I didn't even know about this. I think on Saturday, I shared something that happened in Homa Bay once upon a time when I was a little girl, that there are people who are running from hyena. Then they went into town and saw the police and ran back to the hyena. That was when I was growing up. We do not want a situation where we are running back to hyenas. Not in Kenya. Kenya has come a long, long, long way to be forced to run back to hyenas. So we do not want a situation where it's either or, no? The country has spent a lot of money on police reforms. That's why we no longer a police, a police force, it is a police service. And as a police service, you can't be a service that is killing people or that is attacking people. And when you give ridiculous theories like that, which planet did we come from? A planet where people are idiots. Where you tell us that somebody went and put himself in a cell and then died. Honestly, first, why are you arresting somebody so that we have to answer these questions? Why are you arresting a young man for views? I wish you could arrest somebody that they stole or that they were highway robbers or something more serious. But that somebody, and there are so many cases of domestic violence, women being found that have been killed all over. Why are you not arresting those people? Hii social media, hii nonsense hii. Ndio unachukua mtu ati unaua ati because of social media. Really, we must learn to be tolerant. We are different generations. Some of these young people will tell us things you've never imagined you'd hear in your life. Big deal, just block. It's that simple. You don't have to kill people. You don't have to beat people.
What is special in his treatment is being arrested in Homa Bay, transported all the way here. If you want to ask what is special, that is what you should ask. From then on, we want to know where the treatment of this young person was like that.
Actually, for me, Mheshimiwa, start with why arrest. Why arrest? That's one. Before you transport, then we'll ask why transport. First, why arrest? Why transport? Why beat? Why kill? Why bring funny theories? We don't want to hear nonsensical theories. If somebody is dead under your watch, you know who was in charge, who was there. And interdictions are not enough. Arrest and charge. And do not hide. And even if, anyway, I'm a lawyer, let me stop there.
I think that's enough, isn't it? Okay. Thank you a lot, members of the press. So you organizing that? Yeah. Okay. They're trying to come. Some may even join us here. But let's go on. This is the statement on the death of Albert Omondi Ojwang. In recent weeks and months, a key component of the national conversation has centered around the emerging trend of abductions and forced disappearances and deaths at the hands of people suspected to be security officers. No less a person than the President of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, has spoken about this, promising an end to this dangerous and mutating cancer of culture of regression, targeting rights enshrined in the Constitution. The death of Albert Omondi Ojwang, who was arrested in Homa Bay County on 7th June 2025 and turned up dead the next morning at the Central Police Station in Nairobi, is a stark reminder that the question of police brutality is one whose answers we are yet to find collectively as a nation. That is why we today as leaders speak up unequivocally and strongly in condemning the continued violations of the right to life and freedom of expression. Article 133 of the Constitution of Kenya guarantees the freedom of expression, which includes the freedom to seek, receive, and impart information. Needless to say, the rise of social media as a tool of expression for especially young people has created the space for expression of views and ideas that may not necessarily be popular with all. No one has a right to arrest, murder, or kill a person merely because he or she disagrees with the views. The blatant abuse of rights is not acceptable. It is time for the president to deploy the big broom and sweep away characters in the regime who abrogate themselves the power to determine the level of freedom enjoyed by citizens and who play judge, jury, and executioners in perpetuating the growth of rogue culture in the country. The death of Albert Ojwang must not join the statistics as one more young person killed in vain. A red line must be drawn this time, upon which the investigation and prosecution of those found culpable must be firm and swift. Besides this, heads must roll within the security establishment for the hyenas supposedly placed in charge of guarding the lambs of citizenry to be weeded out before their actions wipe away the credibility of the whole government. We condemn the killings in the strongest terms possible and call on the president to take charge and restore order in the security apparatus of the nation, as well as to tame the unhinged actions of powerful people around him who suffer the God complex and the desire to bully citizens into submission. This is signed by Dr. James Mikal, myself, Honorable Millicent Odhiambo, who is here, Dr. Otiende Amolo, Honorable Babu Owino, Senator Eddie Mwok, Honorable Ruth Odinga, Honorable Rosa Buyu, Honorable Aduma Owuor, Honorable Eva Obara, Honorable Paul Abur, Hon Joshua Oron, Hon Martin Owino, and Hon Peter Masara. All these
Senator Catherine Muma.
And Senator Catherine Muma. All these honorable members would have actually wished to be here and express themselves on this matter. And they are with us on this, but they are not able to be here, and this is something that we have to respond quickly. And you wonder, why was it necessary to transport this young man all the way from Homa Bay to here? Are there no police stations there where he could be kept? There are no investigation officers who could take up the matter. Are there no courts in that area where all this matter could be handled? We really condemn this. This should not go on. Something must be done.
Come for this presser. My name is Catherine Muma. I'm a nominated senator. In my profession, I'm a human rights lawyer. And I'm profoundly disturbed by the death of Albert Ojwang while in police custody. Albert was a young teacher. He was a son. He was a father. He was taken from his family under opaque and troubling circumstances, arrested without transparency, held without accountability, and now he's dead with no credible explanation. Albert Ojwang was not a criminal. He was a citizen with a voice. His arrest over alleged online speech followed by a death riddled with inconsistencies is not just a personal tragedy. It is a chilling reflection of the erosion of constitutional freedoms and a blatant assault on our democracy. We must not normalize the brutalization and silencing of young people in Kenya who are exercising their right to free expression. We must not accept suicide as an excuse where the facts suggest torture or state violence. I join Albert's family in demanding the truth, justice, and accountability. The Independent Police Oversighting Authority must conduct an open and credible investigation, and if it cannot, maybe it should pave way for an inquest. Full accountability and full responsibility must be the way forward. Your Excellency President William Ruto, my view is that your greatest enemies are your security forces. Take that to the bank. No parent should have to bury a child for daring to speak. I think every Kenyan with the right mind, regardless of your political persuasion, regardless of where you come from, and I want to urge that people stop tribalizing this issue, that we cannot lose lives in the manner in which the life of Albert Ojwang was lost. Thank you very much. I came late because I was elsewhere. Asanteni sana.
Thank you very much.
People to come normal business. Toe jam hapa, wengine waende nyumbani, wengine wafanye.
More Radio 88.2 FM. We are in charge.